Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Chris Beasley. I bought the Marshall Origin 50 head again, all right? So I had it like a year and a half ago, and then I traded it for that Vox AC15 head that you see right there. Okay, and it's been a great head, but I wanted something with more headroom, and that Marshall head that I had previously, the Origin 50 to be exact, awesome. The only thing I didn't like about it was it didn't have an onboard reverb, but I mean, everybody plays with the reverb pedals anyway. I decided to get one again, right, because I loved it so much, and right because I wanted to gig with something with more headroom that can be reliable as well. And I've heard of these Origins being super reliable so far, right? So I just wanted to go over why I decided to buy it again. I bought it from Sweetwater. So the price on these right now is $549.99, which is, in my opinion, a heck of a deal, right? For an all-two Marshall head. I mean, I understand it's not the highest quality parts. I believe it's made in Vietnam. Don't let that fool you. This amp is a workhorse. I've had it before. I've gigged with it for roughly a year. Again, I play in a kind of a country rock band. I've never really gravitated towards the Marshalls. You know, I've had a lot of experience with Vox amps before. Now, just because I grew up listening to Brad Paisley and whatnot. You know, this has definitely scratched that Marshall itch. I have no desire really right now, or the means to even do so, like to spend crazy money on a vintage Marshall head. You know, I don't want to do that. So this definitely scratches the itch. You know, I'm not looking for a super high gain Zach Wild style Marshall, you know, JCM 800 or anything like that. No, I'm just looking for a good dirty tone. I was just looking for a good classic rock tone, really. You know, something that I can build on, you know, with pedals. This thing does the job fantastic. This amp is extremely loud. Thank the Lord that it has the low, mid, and high settings on the power. Okay, so as far as the controls on this amp, okay, I'm not gonna go into like a crazy in-depth review. Okay, you guys can go see that anywhere. But okay, I'm just gonna talk about it briefly. So the controls are pretty self-explanatory. Okay, the one that might not jump out at you is the tilt. Okay, and from what I understand, that simulates kind of how vintage Marshalls used to jump the channels, right with a little patch cable. And so the more you turn that tilt knob up, from my understanding, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but the more you turn that tilt knob up, okay, the more it kind of mixes those signals like it did, you know, with the old style plexis. Okay, the manual right here says that the tilt adjusts the voice of your Origin from normal to high treble at the input stage. Okay, the gain channel, okay, there's a pull boost option on that. Okay, if you pull it out, okay, you get like another level of preamp gain, really. So I run this Marshall Origin through my 65 amps 2x12 cabinet. Okay, right, that cab has the Celestion G12H, I believe, and the Celestion Gold speaker in it, okay, which I mic the Gold most of the time. Oh, the amp does have a DI out on the back. Okay, so you can actually record directly from this amp into the software. The Origin amp does come with a foot switch. It's a 2-button foot switch. One button controls the effects loop on and off, which is pretty handy. I've never been much of an effects loop guy myself, but it's good to know you have the option to turn it off and on if you want to. And then the other button, right, controls the pull boost. Okay, you can turn the boost off or on. So one of the main reasons people buy this amp in the first place is because it looks crazy cool. Okay, it looks like a vintage Marshall. And in my opinion, it sounds like a vintage Marshall. I've never owned any vintage Marshalls. It's got super good cleans, high headroom. Okay, it has no reverb on the amp, okay, which is fine. In my opinion, it's a bit of a downside, but I understand not putting a reverb on, okay, to keep costs high, whatever. Okay, this amp will not achieve the crazy gain tone, okay, like your JCM 800s, you know, JCM 2000s will. Okay, it's not gonna do that. It's gonna take care of what Marshall originally set out to do, and that was a very classic rock tone, very mild gain sound. Okay, and this can get very overdriven, especially with humbuckers to push it. And okay, this amp takes pedals fantastic. It's a great pedal platform amp, which is one of the reasons I believe that they designed this when they did. Okay, when the pedal industry was just blowing up, I believe they did want to design an amp that took pedals like this. Okay, a very high headroom, affordable amp, and I believe they hit the nail on the head with this one. Okay, the Marshall Origin 50 is fantastic. I suggest you go right now and buy one. Awesome, you can't beat them, especially if one goes down. Okay, you're not out a ton of money. Okay, it's $550 for a Marshall tube head. I mean, hey, thanks for watching the video. I appreciate you all sticking all the way through if you enjoyed it. Again, okay, this Marshall Origin 50 head is fantastic. I urge anyone who is even remotely interested in getting a Marshall head and is more along the lines of a beginner in the Marshall world like I am, to go with the Origin series. It's fantastic. Again, it's not gonna provide you with gain upon gain, but it's gonna provide you with an awesome Marshall platform. Great for pedals. It's an overall great dirty tone. Handles humbuckers and single coils super well. It's just one of my favorite amps at the moment. Okay, that's why I bought it again, obviously. So should you buy it? Absolutely yes. I highly encourage the Marshall Origin series. I haven't tried the lower wattage versions. I know the 50 is great. I'm sure the 20 is good. I've heard a little bit mixed reviews on the 5-watt combo. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the near future. Take care.